What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Kerry Jack here, and I am in Hawaii right now. I don't know if you can see the ocean behind me. That is beautiful Maui, and I am really enjoying myself. And I want to share with you how you can actually start celebrating the journey and how you can actually enjoy each and every moment just a little more by doing these two things. And this is something that has shown itself on my honeymoon in Hawaii. Two takeaways that I want to bring to you because I know it can make a huge difference on your life. And I'll tell you, it has been a little bit difficult to practice these two things for myself. But I know that by practicing them, by implementing them, these two takeaways that have really shown themselves on my honeymoon in Hawaii with my beautiful new wifey, Steph, that they will enrich my reality, and they'll do the same for you as well. So let's dive in. Okay, the first takeaway from Hawaii is, drumroll please, experiences over things. Experiences over things. This is like the essence of life. Being really deliberate about how you spend your time, but also doing things that will give you an experience from doing the thing, right? A trip around Maui, for example, in a Jeep with the top down, going to the road to Hana and all these cool black rock beaches or black sand beaches, and hiking up the crater and doing these experiences. My wife, Steph, and I, it's still weird to say that, will have those experiences for life. As opposed to, I see other people here in Maui on, this island going to the mall and buying shit from Gucci, and like, no offense if that's what you're doing, that's cool, but that's a thing that you can get anywhere. It really isn't like nothing's proprietary about that thing. You can get it, anywhere you want, really, any other Gucci store. So for me, the biggest takeaway that I've seen in myself and with Steph and, just in life is cherishing those experiences versus those things. And this is something that if you want to happy hustle a life that you truly love, you'll come to realize that experiences with people you care about are way more valuable than anything. And I know sometimes, we can get caught up with the thing, chasing the shiny object or getting, the nice car or the nice house or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, when you're on your deathbed and you're looking back, you are going to want more experiences with the people that you care most about. That's it. That's true. That is what most people on their deathbed say, at least. And I know for me, I don't want to wait till I'm older to start to live and start to value experiences over things. So I'm doing those now, where we're focusing on doing fun activities together and really enjoying every moment, celebrating the journey in every single way possible, not just the destination. For example, we got married. Yes, this was so awesome, this wedding. It all went really great. The event and everything was very fun. But what I'll take away most is not like, the fact that I'm married. It was the experience of getting married, of planning the wedding, of having all my family and friends come together, of kissing my beautiful bride on my wedding day in front of those I care most about, and having that public accountability with my marriage. Now being in the married game, I will say it is important to have that accountability because you really want to make sure that you honor it. And I'll just say, having experiences like that wedding and having experiences like we are having in Hawaii right now, it's what life's all about. So that's the first takeaway from Hawaii: experiences over things. The second takeaway from Hawaii, and this one is, just keeping it real with you, it is abundance, not scarcity. Abundance not scarcity. See, we have dropped a lot of cash in the past, month on the wedding and on the planning and on the honeymoon and then on, this trip, like everything. It seems like more than I've spent in my whole life, because it is, without a return, without a direct ROI. I'm used to using like money as a tool to get more, where if I invest, 25 grand into an event, I'll plan to make 50 grand, or vice versa, like, or even more. It just kind of depends on what I'm investing into. But when you're doing a wedding, you're investing in just the experience and not necessarily getting an ROI in terms of like liquid, monetary value. And so I'm having like my inner childhood, like money issues, where I'm realizing that, I still have money blocks where, and I just did an episode with Ian Stanley and he talked about money blocks. So this is top of mind for us, happy hustlers, who, if you haven't listened to that episode, you should listen to it and identify where your money blocks are. But this is something where I realized I was raised very frugal. My dad was very frugal. My mom was not good at necessarily, she was good at making money, but not necessarily at keeping money. And so there's like some internal, money blocks that I have that I noticed on this trip, where I need to just live in that abundance mentality and not in that scarcity mentality. Because, when you are traveling, when you are on vacation or a honeymoon, it's basically just all outflow, where you're just worried about, or you're just paying for things nonstop, paying, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, car rentals, helicopter rides, scuba, snorkeling, fishing, all the different like fun things that you do on vacation, or some people do, that we've been doing. You realize, okay, am I operating from an abundance state or am I operating from a scarcity state? And this morning, I will say, I had a little prayer. I said, money flows to me. Money is, whatever, a beacon of energy. And I'm just like, I went through this whole little money mantra, and I looked at my phone this morning and $2,500 came through Venmo from a gig I did for a modeling gig. And then another couple grand came, and then I was like, oh, here's another payment. And so money started to flow to me because I was operating from that abundance state. Now, when I woke up, I'll tell you the opposite. The day after my wedding, I woke up to like, I don't know, probably close to 10 grand in invoices at like 9 a.m. on my wedding, like the next day after my wedding, from all the vendors and all these people. And I was like, oh my goodness, they were ruthless. Like they just like didn't care. The day right after, boom, send it over. But here's what I noticed. I was operating from a scarcity state because that morning I was like, oh my goodness, that was really pricey. That was like, just, it seemed like a lot of work, and I was operating in a different mindset. So this is something that I've really realized in Hawaii, this takeaway of just having the abundance mentality versus the scarcity mentality. And this is something I hope that you can really check in on right now. Where are you operating from? Are you operating from more of a scarce place where you're hoarding and you're being very frugal, which is okay at times, but know that money is an ever-flowing, ever-growing currency. It's an energy. And if you want more of it, you have to have that abundance mentality. So these are two takeaways from Hawaii. A couple other honorable mentions that I want to mention to you now is, one, make the most of the moments. Just like really enjoy it. Like I had a little moment at this breakfast buffet today where I was like, just like, wow, this is paradise, eating like kings and queens and just really enjoying this moment, being present, and then disconnecting and just enjoying the journey. These are really just things that are principles of being a happy hustler. I know they're not always easy to practice and to live, but when you start to really celebrate the journey, and each and every step along it, and not just the destination, then you can start to happy hustle a life that you really, truly love. And I'll tell you, these 2 takeaways from Hawaii can be such a great reminder. And if you actually are implementing them, they can help you just make the most of your life right now. So I would say definitely value experiences over things and practice that abundance mentality over that scarcity mentality. And then just really holistically celebrate the journey, the small wins along the way, being very deliberate with how you are spending your time, of course, and then how you are celebrating those wins that you have, those moments that make up our lives. Those are the things that you'll look back on and you'll say, yeah, I really lived. I made the most of it. And hopefully you add value to others in the process, really making others' days better when you come in contact with them. That's obviously, a really great way to just live a better, more happy life, is when you can just be the bright light in others' days. So give more compliments, have more fun, and just happy hustle that life you love. Celebrate the journey, y'all. Experiences over things, abundance over scarcity. I hope you got some value from this. I'm going to get back to enjoying my honeymoon. Just wanted to drop in. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that view. Oh my goodness. There it is. Yeah, baby. If you're watching on YouTube, love you guys. Check it out, Kerry Jack, the Happy Hustler on YouTube. And if you're not, well, then you can just pretend that you're looking at the beautiful palm trees and the amazing turquoise blue ocean. And I'm rocking my Hawaiian shirt and my little Hawaiian beads. I'm really excited. We're about to go cruise around to Lahaina and to do a couple activities, maybe go surfing. And just very grateful, feeling very blessed. And then I hope you guys have an amazing day. Hope you really start to celebrate that journey. And then really those 2 takeaways one last time. Value those experiences over things. And then practice that abundance mentality, not the scarcity mentality. All right, y'all. I love you. I am out. Peace, y'all. Mahalo.